What's up guys, Adam here from Team Title, and today we're bringing you the Startrix deck that I brought to the Philadelphia Regionals on May 30th, 2015. I got 38th place receiving my invite, the top 48 got their invites, and yeah, there were about like 450 people there, and it was the last regional of the season, so I completely clutched it out, and yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to the Nats yet. I'll keep you guys posted. I don't know what the rest of the team's doing yet. So, yeah, here we go. I'm going to give you guys a deck profile, and then I'm going to talk about my matches at the end. So, I obviously played the 3 Star Seraph Scepters. This is pretty much self-explanatory. You're not playing the Star Seraph engine if you don't play 3 of these. Moving on, I played 3 Sovereignties, obviously. This card's so good. I was just borrowing 2 of them at the event. There are some proxies in here, just keep that in mind. Need to pick those up. Next up we have 3 Mermelios. This card's really good because you can search bottomless, which is really good this format, and Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare is also not a bad card at all in my opinion. It put in some work at the regional, and I'll talk about that at the end when I talk about the rounds. So yeah, that's Mermelio, and then I'm going to back her up with 2 Danaes, little Wolf Bark for Mermelio. You guys should know this by now from like hat format, going Mermelio to grab, Danae to grab Mermelio, pop a back row, and then go ahead and exceed. So that's a Traptrix engine. And then next up, one of my favorite monsters in the deck is 3 Hero Challenger Assault Halberd. So if you guys don't know what this guy does, he has a Cyber Dragon effect where you can special summon him if your opponent controls a monster and you don't. So it adds speed to the deck. And he's a piercer, and when he inflicts battle damage, you can search out a heroic card. So you're just going to be grabbing him essentially. So yeah, that's Halberd. Pretty good card. And lastly, it wouldn't be anti-meta without Thunder King Ryo. This guy put in so much work. He's just a complete blowout against the Nekroz matchup. And yeah, that's why I played him. Okay. Onto the spells. I played 3 Upstart. This card's really good. It's an easy 3-card side out in games 2 and 3. In like every match, I side this out because it's just a quick 3-card side out, and it's like really easy because mostly in every match in today's meta, I'm gonna be siding for my side deck like minimum 3 cards, so 3 cards are off the bat to side out is really good. And plus this card's really good with Lavalval Chain because you can stack something, and then if you have this in your hand, you can go ahead and just draw it that turn instead of waiting the next turn, which is really cool. 3 Duality. It adds consistency, and you just dig for your pieces. Yes, you do special summon a lot in this deck, but when you Duality, you're fine that turn. Like, you have the back row to protect yourself, and like this is just to get your combo pieces to your hand so you can explode and do your killer combos. I played 1 book, which I sided out here and there. It wasn't really that good. Dark Hole, which was amazing. Regeki, which was amazing. Ouch to the Jujin lock. Book as well is, but I mean, it really wasn't good against anything else. And then Soul Charge. I sided this out sometimes, but like it's a blowout card in this deck because you can bring back like Mermelio, the Scepters, and just completely go ham with it. But like, I really didn't draw it enough. I think I only resolved it a couple times. Actually, I did a really cool play that I'll talk about in my rounds later with Soul Charge. Yeah, it's that stuff. And then moving on, we have 3 Call. It's the best card in the deck in my opinion because you can call back. There's times where I'll call back Thunder King after the Nekroz player has already gotten rid of it, and it's literally going to be game. There's times where I'll call back Mermelio, pop back rows, and then you can even call back your Scepter. And if you have Sovereignty in hand, like if you summon Scepter and then they got rid of it and you added the Sovereignty and you don't have a Scepter, so you can do the combo from your hand, you can call the Haunt of this the Scepter back, get another search, and you special summon your Sovereignty from your hand. So it's a really cool way to do that combo as well. Next up, 3 Mind Crush. It's one of the best traps of the format. It put in so much work, and it just won me a lot of games. 2 Mirror Force. Really good. It punishes bad players for committing to the board a lot more than they should be against my deck. Expecting back row, like you're going to commit to the board. I'm just going to Mirror Force you. Double Nightmare. Talked about this before. This card's still really good. Stops Trishula, Construct, all the Exceeds. Like, it's a really good card. I played Yosenjus round 2, and both times I had this set. It was the only card I had set because like it's all the back row I drew. I didn't really draw well against them, but I still won. And he went Chidori with his commas. It doesn't matter what monsters there were, but he just went for a Chidori and he targeted this, and I nightmared him twice, so it was pretty cool. One Bottomless, it's really good this format. One Compulse, one Morning, one TT, and one Vayne's Emptiness. So that's it for the traps. On to the extra deck. Actually, that's it for the main deck, let alone traps. For filler, I played 2 Exitons. I was going to take one out to play an Emerald, but I couldn't get it before the tournament, but it's fine because although Emerald's really good, I really didn't need it, and I still got the job done getting my invite, so it doesn't really matter. But 2 Exitons. I only went into 1 Exiton against Shaddolls, and I didn't make it in any other match, but it still came in handy against a Shadow player because I 2-0'd him. 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, 1 Black Ship, 1 Rhapsody, 1 Carnagorian, 1 Bistwaller, 1 Cowboy. Ooh, focus. This won me a match against Qliphorts in round 8. 1 Excalibur, 101, Castell, Ouroboros, Diamond, Deltros, and lastly the MVP of the whole day, Laval Chain. I was borrowing it for the day. Need to pick one of those up as well. So, onto the side deck. My side deck was really, really good for this event. I was really prepared for this. 2 Fire Hands. They put in work against the Qliphort matchup. They're also good against Satellar Knights, but I didn't play a single Satellar Knight, which is honestly like surprised me a bit because it's really popular and a lot of people play it at regionals. But yeah, so the hands are like the best side deck cards this format, in my opinion. 3 Flying Sea. This is really good against BA. It's gonna win you the match basically, but I never played 1 BA all day, which also surprised me. 3 MST. This is mainly for everything. I even sided these in against the Nekroz player in round 7 because I knew he was going to put in Decree because they all started putting in Decree recently. So MST, getting rid of those Decrees is really good because if you're Decreed, you're not going to win with this deck. And these are also really good against Satellars, just random Rogue, and Qliphorts here and there. Iron Wall. This was mainly for Nekroz. I'm actually going to explain a pretty cool play I did. He got rid of my Myrmelio. I was playing against Nekroz round 7, and he rotated for a Warrior Lady, because we were like in the grind game at that point, and he summoned a Warrior Lady. I had this set and a Call the Haunted, and he goes to attack for 15, so I Call the Haunted back my Myrmelio, and then he just continues to attack, so he just replays battle, continues the attack, thinking he's going to remove from play my Myrmelio, but then I just chain Iron Wall, can't do it, and then the attack goes through. He loses 100, Warrior Lady is off the field. Next turn I rip a Thunder King, summon it, and I just keep poking him in its game. And I had Iron Wall out with Thunder King. Like, that is just a lockdown against Nekroz. And then lastly, double Shadow Mirror, which put in work against a Shaddolls player. And these are for Burning Abyss as well, but I still did not play one. So yeah, now I'm going to talk about my rounds. Round 1, I wrote this really sloppy. Round 1, we actually came late, and we all had to register late, so we all got the round 1 loss, which kind of hurt me because I feel like I could have went X1. And my friend who went 8-1, who is obviously on this team's channel, Josh, he went 8-1, and he probably would have went undefeated if we came earlier, and he got 7th place. So congrats on him for top 8. He should make a video. Round 2, I 2-1 Yosenjus. Round 3, I lost to Bujins because he sided in Skill Drain in games 2 and 3, and I drew like really, really cloggy monster hands, so I just simply lost to Skill Drain, so it's whatever. And it's at 1, so like it's pretty embarrassing how he drew both games. But round 4, I 2-0'd Dolls, and that was when I only Exitoned, and that was just like a grind game. Round 5, and the Shadow Mirrors helped a lot. Round 5, I 2-0'd Nekroz. That was the first Necro I saw all day, and Game 1, I opened up T-King and 4 back row. So he was just like, I can't do anything, can't do anything. He just kept setting like Shenet, whatever, I forgot the name. He set a Bujins, and then I still beat over it because I pretty sure I summoned like 2 more monsters and then made an exceed. And then in round 6, I had a no-show, which was pretty key. Round 7, I 2-0 Nekroz. That was the guy that sided into Kree, and that was where I had like the Warrior Lady play. And then at this moment, I was X2 still, going into round 8, so I was 5-2. And I 2-0 Qliphorts, which was really key to get that round 8 win, which moved me up to table 19 in round 9, where I was going to play a Nekroz player. And we both didn't have our invites, and we were both X2. So in fear of like one of us losing, and he was a really nice guy, so in fear of one of us losing, we decided to intentionally draw. But what we did is, or tie rather, but what we did is like, we kind of just played it out and just like played for fun. And then like this really, really cool judge, I didn't ask him, my opponent asked him. He was like, this is what he said. He didn't like flat out say, can you like help us just tie? There were like 5 minutes left around there. And he was like, we both lost track of life. Like he pulled one of those, like, we both lost track of life. And then the judge helped us out. So it was honestly awesome. We got a tie, and I got my invite. So it's pretty cool. Got 38th place. And yeah, guys, so subscribe, like this video, go like all the other videos. And thanks, guys. See ya.